Discover the scariest chapter in the Bible, Revelation 9. Get ready to unravel the mysteries of Revelation 9, a chapter full of shocking and frightening revelations. In this first moment, we enter the most frightening chapter of the Bible, Revelation 9. In it, we are confronted with disturbing images of the final judgment. The narrative transports us to a dark reality where a burning mountain is thrown into the sea, triggering a series of catastrophic events. A bottomless abyss opens, releasing the most repugnant demonic creatures that the human mind could conceive. An army of locusts appears, similar to humans, but thirsty for blood and destruction. We are faced with an apocalyptic scenario where the presence of evil manifests itself in an overwhelming way, challenging our understanding and leading us to reflect on the inevitable confrontation between the divine and the evil. The demonic, human-like locusts emerge from the abyss with terrifying ferocity. Their features are grotesque and terrifying, with armored bodies and golden crowns, but human faces distorted by unfathomable malice. Their hair resembles that of women, and their teeth gleam like those of lions hungry for prey. The sound of their wings echoes like an army marching to battle, foreshadowing pain and despair wherever they go. Their tails end in poisonous stingers, capable of inflicting indescribable torment on those unfortunate enough to cross their path. This apocalyptic vision confronts us with the horror of divine judgment and makes us reflect on the implacable nature of divine justice. We also have the terrifying revelation of the 4 demonic angels released to sow chaos and destruction on earth. Each of these sinister beings carries with them immeasurable power, ready to unleash relentless judgments upon humanity. Their black wings overshadow the sun, casting a sinister shadow over the earth. With flaming eyes and faces marked by divine wrath, they advance mercilessly toward the centers of power and influence in the world. The fallen angels bring with them an aura of terror and despair, announcing the imminent arrival of the final judgment. The world's population is gripped by panic and uncertainty in the face of the apocalyptic manifestation of these evil beings. This is the moment when humanity finds itself facing divine wrath as never before, forced to face the consequences of its choices and face the inexorable fate reserved for those who oppose God's sovereign plan. In this fourth moment, we enter into the 7 judgments of God's trumpets, described in an apocalyptic way in the book of Revelation. Each trumpet brings with it a divine manifestation of catastrophic proportions. In the first trumpet, hail mixed with fire and blood is thrown upon the earth, causing devastation to vegetation and burning trees by a third. The atmosphere fills with thick, toxic smoke, obscuring the horizon and causing panic among the inhabitants of the earth. In the second trumpet, a fiery mountain is thrown into the sea, resulting in the death of a third of the sea creatures, and the total destruction of ships that cross the waters, blackened by the spilled blood. The ocean transforms into an apocalyptic scene of desolation and death. In the third trumpet, a star called wormwood falls from the heavens and poisons a third of the earth's fresh water, causing the death of many living beings that depend on these sources for survival. The bitter taste of death spreads across the land like a dark omen of divine judgments to come. In this fifth crucial moment, we witness one of the most shocking judgments described in Revelation 9. A fiery mountain is thrown into the sea with unimaginable violence, causing a chain reaction of destruction and death. The impact of the collision creates gigantic waves that swallow entire ships, leading to the death of an impressive number of sea creatures. The water turns into a whirlwind of flames and blood, dyeing the ocean red and casting an ominous shadow over the once serene waters. The roar of the fire mixes with the lamentations of those who witness the divine fury manifest in an overwhelming way, reminding everyone of the inevitability of the final judgment. In this sixth crucial moment, we are confronted with the terrible revelation of the third trumpet of Revelation 9. A great star, called wormwood, falls from the sky with a disturbing luminosity, illuminating the heavens in a sinister way. Upon reaching the earth, the star releases a toxic cloud that quickly spreads through rivers and freshwater sources, poisoning them and making them unfit for human and animal consumption. Mortality spreads among the creatures that depend on these sources for survival, creating a scenario of despair and chaos. The acrid smell of wormwood permeates the air, announcing the arrival of death and devastation. Nature writhes in the face of widespread contamination, revealing the fragility of life in the face of the relentless judgments of God. In this seventh crucial moment, we are confronted with the prophecy of the third trumpet of Revelation 9. A star of dense darkness falls from the heavens, shrouded in mystery and terror. Its impact on the earth is immediate and devastating, triggering a chain reaction of apocalyptic events. The star strikes the ground with supernatural force, opening a deep crack that stretches for miles on end. From its dark interior emerge creatures never before seen, dark and imposing beings that seem to defy the laws of nature. The ground trembles and writhes before the sinister presence of these demonic entities, whose eyes shine with ancient malice. A scream echoes across the earth as the creatures advance relentlessly towards urban centers, leaving a trail of destruction and despair in their wake. The sky becomes a whirlwind of shadows and ash, obscuring the sun and casting the world into absolute darkness. This is the moment when humanity finds itself facing the abyss, literally facing the eruption of evil in its purest and most terrifying form. In this eighth crucial moment, we are confronted with the terrifying revelation of the demonic locusts released from the bottomless pit described in Revelation 9:2. As the depths of the abyss open, a dense, dark cloud slowly emerges, enveloping the world in an aura of darkness and despair. The locusts emerge in countless swarms, each possessing a grotesque and menacing appearance. Their wings resound with a deafening buzzing, echoing like an ominous omen of impending doom. Their sharp jaws gleam in the moonlight, distorted by the toxic smoke that spreads through the air. The locusts advance in a relentless march, devouring everything in their path with insatiable voracity. Those without the seal of God on their foreheads are helpless targets before the fury of these demonic creatures, whose purpose is to sow chaos and destruction throughout the earth. This is the moment when humanity finds itself surrounded by a horde of infernal beings, witnessing the absolute horror of divine judgment manifested in the most terrifying form imaginable. In this ninth pivotal moment, we are confronted with the terrifying introduction of the four diabolical mercenaries, freed from the chains of eternal darkness to sow chaos and destruction upon the earth. Each of these sinister beings carries with them an aura of malice and supernatural power, capable of inflicting terror on the bravest of hearts. The first mercenary emerges from the shadows with a grotesque appearance, covered in black armor that reflects the moonlight distorted by the evil presence. His eyes glow with a maddening flame, while his sharp claws tear at the fabric of reality. The second mercenary emerges from the toxic fog, his presence shrouded in darkness and despair. His pale skin glows in the light of the abyss, revealing ancient marks of a dark past. His wings stretch out like living shadows, casting a pall of fear over those who dare to face him. The third mercenary advances with heavy, rhythmic steps, his empty gaze echoing the emptiness of a soul lost forever in eternal darkness. His voice resounds like the wail of the damned, echoing through the darkest recesses of the human mind. The fourth mercenary appears as a specter of death itself, enveloped by an icy aura that sucks the life from around him. His skeletal fingers point to the heavens in a gesture of defiance to the Creator himself, while his laughter echoes like a harbinger of the end of times. In this 10th crucial moment, we are led to the climax of the apocalyptic narrative contained in the book of Revelation. The 7th trumpet resounds with supernatural intensity, announcing the imminent coming of the kingdom of God and the final judgment upon the nations. The sky lights up with lightning and thunder, echoing the divine majesty that manifests itself before the astonished eyes of humanity. The temple of God opens, revealing the Ark of the Covenant and unleashing a sequence of cosmic events that shake the foundations of the universe. Heavenly voices sing songs of praise, announcing the triumphant arrival of the King of Kings and Lord of Lords. Earthquakes shake the earth, announcing the consummation of the age and the establishment of Christ's eternal reign over all creation. A hailstorm falls from the sky, purifying the world of the impurities and injustices that afflict it. At this solemn moment, we are reminded of God's absolute sovereignty and the certainty of the ultimate victory of good over evil. Prepare to witness the epic conclusion of this age-old saga and be ready to face the consequences of your choices before the all-seeing, all-knowing King. Reflection. What will you do in the face of the revelations of the apocalypse? Comment below with your opinion. Stay alert. The time is near. Keep your faith in Jesus Christ. Subscribe to the channel for more impactful biblical content.